Let me show you how to get more productive with your Revit by doing these two things. Number one, modify the position of your project browser. And number two, make good use of the quick access toolbar. Here, let me show you. So this is the default Revit interface. This is what you see when you open Revit for the first time. And I've seen a lot of users continue to use Revit in this way without making any customization to their user interface. Take, for example, if I go to the parking level by double clicking on it, and if I need to determine if this level has got a view template on it, or if I knew it has a view template, how do I determine the name of the view template that's on it? Well, I'll have to scroll down to see the view template. Now, what this means is that I will end up doing a lot of scrolling just to see the basic properties of my geometries in Revit or even my views. A better way is to reposition the project browser next to the properties bar. Now I can see all my properties for this view at a glance. Likewise, if I pick any item in Revit, I can see the properties at a glance, which means less scrolling. And even for the project browser itself, I have more room just to navigate through my projects. Some users, they prefer to dock the properties bar on the right. I guess this comes from their history of using cards, but it doesn't matter. It achieves the same result. But personally, I love to have it just right next to my project browser. This way, I make it a little bit bigger just so that I can see everything at a glance. So that's one way to improve your productivity. Wherever possible, don't use them on top of one another. It's just slowing down yourself, boxing yourself into a corner. The second way to improve your productivity is to make a good use of the quick access toolbar. The quick access toolbar is this toolbar at the very top of the screen. The first thing I do personally is to move the toolbar closer to my workspace. And I do that by clicking on the small arrow and then show below the ribbon. Now the quick access toolbar is now closer to my workspace. Now all I have to do now is to add more tools to it. And you do that by right clicking on anything or any tool in Revit and adding it to the quick access toolbar. So let us add a wall to the quick access toolbar. Right click on the wall, add to quick access toolbar. You can see the wall is now added to the toolbar. You can see where I'm hovering on my mouse. So if I need to create any wall, I don't have to go to architecture wall. I'll just pick it from my toolbar and I can easily create a wall. I would remove that and let's just for fun add another tool. This time around I will go to manage and then manage links. I will add this to the toolbar because I use links a lot. Of course, you will be using links, linking different models into your project. And every time you need to load or unload a link, instead of coming to manage link or going to insert link, just pick it from the quick access toolbar. Boom. And there's a lot of room for you to add as many tools as you want. Dynamo, you can have Dynamo in it. And annotation, you can add all your annotative elements into it. And that way, let's do the angular annotation from the quick access toolbar. I'm just going to put a dimension, angular dimension here. And there you go. So if you do that, see your productivity skyrocket. Personally, like I said, I use it. I move it closer to the workspace, but you don't have to do that. If you don't like it, you might just leave it above the ribbon. But personally, this is how I use mine. Show below ribbon, and then I'll just customize it as I want. So I do hope these two tips works for you. Let me know in the comment section if it works, and if it doesn't, well, let me know as well.